Welcome to my channel. We're looking at how to maintain good mental health, happy, joyful relationship, soundness of mind, peace, mutual respect, growth and development in your home, in your marriage, in your relationship. Whether you are in courtship, whether you are engaged, whether you are just courting or you are married. These concepts and strategies we about to share are very crucial to maintain your joy, happiness, and to help you to achieve and maintain and develop on the goals you set for your relationship. I believe that the goals include loving one another, assisting one another, cherishing one another, appreciating one another, helping one another to grow and develop to the best available capacity possible, managing the resources and materials available to you as a couple, presently and in the future. So, to achieve this, the mindset is very important. This is an educational channel where we share information strategies that can help to maintain the mental health, to achieve peace in your relationship, to prevent tales that touch the heart and things that are related to that. Do you believe and do you agree that conflicts are inevitable in every relationship? Do you believe that it is possible to have disagreement, to have misconceptions, and still be able to achieve harmony in the home, peace in the home, mutual respect, growth, and development of the home, of the individuals, and achieve peace of mind in spite of individual differences that may exist? I will say yes. Individual differences are things that we are already built up with. It's part of our makeup because we have different backgrounds, we have different levels of intelligence, we have different levels of physical abilities, and so many other differences. So, because of this, we have to make sure we work at mutual understanding with one another. So, disagreement, individual differences are normal, they are natural. However, conflict is optional. Conflict can be avoided. So, management of disagreement, management of individual differences will help to achieve good level of understanding and avoid conflict. So, in this discussion, we shall share 5 proven strategies, principles that have been practicalized to show that conflict can be avoided in relationships when these strategies are given pride of place and are given good consideration. The first strategy we shall look at is ability to empathize well with one another. What is empathy? Empathy is that ability to be able to put yourself in your partner's shoe. Try to understand the hows and whys of your partner. You ask, why did you do that? How did you arrive at such a decision? Allow your partner to explain. Very important, because we have different levels of different ways of reasoning. But when we work at it together, then as we relate together, you'll be able to understand the way I think, I'll be able to understand the way you think, the way my wavelengths operate, the way your wavelengths operate. Then you can see I can only achieve that through empathy. Trying to say, okay, why did you do that? Why did you say that? Then by the time they explain, say, okay, that's you, that's the way you consider it, that's your level of reasoning. Okay, okay. You appreciate that without trying to put your partner down. Not trying to say, come on, why should you think like that? How could you have considered that? No. You appreciate individuals' ability and respect that. You can see things will be a lot better. Okay, you do say, you should have done this. Okay, what do you do? Okay, now, can you please help me to understand more? The person will explain, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You have tried, you tried. Okay, however, next time, why don't you try it that way? You can see that the person will, okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, I can see, yeah, you're right, thank you, thank you. I think next I want to handle that, I will handle it. Yes, your suggestion is quite good. I didn't even consider, I didn't even think it out. I didn't think it's possible that way. You could see. So the second strategy is ability to be able to operate with effective communication. You know, in communication, we have the transmitter, we have the receiver. Like now, I'm transmitting, you receiving. When you give me feedback in your comment, then we're communicating. Communicating is supposed to be a two-way traffic. So the first aspect is to speak in the language you know your partner understands. You know, you can speak in some, like, depending on your career level, your gift level. You may be in the medical sector, you are now speaking medical jargon to your partner who happens to be a lawyer, who has to be in the accounts department. You know, you're not flowing together. So you speak in the language the person understands, and you don't speak to put the person down. You speak to express, and you give room for feedback. If the person did not quite understand what you say, please, can you please restate? Do you mean it this way? Asking for restatement, then you should be able to restate it to make it clearer. Speak in unambiguous terms, use unambiguous phrases, and always give room for clarification. And also operate with effective listening. Somebody is talking to you, then you are busy speaking on your phone, you are busy typing on your phone, you are busy doing that. You know, that is disrespectful, don't you think so? Because somebody is talking to you, especially your partner, is trying to explain something very germane to a joy, so something that operates in the office. They are busy doing something else. That will be disrespectful, don't you think so? So you pay attention. That's why some people say, please, can you look at me? Can you give me your attention for a minute or two? Please give me your attention. So it's very important in communication. Then the third one is making sure you set effective boundaries, adequate, acceptable boundaries between yourself and your partner. Let's know, okay, these are the things that are allowed, these are the things that are not, these are the things that make me, these are the things that put me off. You check things like that. Very, very important. So you have boundaries that should be checked very well. And like you have friends, they say, well, whatever we discuss at home is not supposed to share to your friends or to your family members. It's between the two of us. It's our life we are building. It's our life we are building, it's our home we are building. Then concerning materials at home, there can also be boundaries, especially when it comes to financial matters and a lot of other things. Then the fourth one is role playing. The role playing should be set out. You don't assume. You put it on the table with finances, with care of the home, with care for the children by the time the children come, with management of the infrastructures at home, managing the business, a lot of other things. Let there be clear role distinction. There may be overlap. There may be a way in which you assist one another. Let's basically don't think, I think you should know, you should do that. Why didn't you know? Before you sign the dotted line, even after you sign the dotted line, if you did not do the distinction before you set up your home, then it's not too late to do that. It will help to prevent conflict. You don't say, oh, I come, you see, nowadays, because both husband and wife are involved in very heavy duty in offices, especially if both of you are in the medical line, you do shift duty, or issue of management of the home can be chaotic. Because by the time you get home, you get fagged out. Then say your wife that has gone to work, did shift, came back fagged out. You say she's going to kitchen and be preparing breakfast or dinner for you. But because your own work schedule is lighter, why don't you help out? You see, those kind of things help. Not that you drive your partner to the breaking point and now you are saying sorry later when where you could have helped. So that is why when you set the boundaries and you do role playing, it will help out to sort out all these things. So the expectations will have been sorted out appropriately. So what are your opinion? What are your suggestions? Do you believe that conflict can be avoidable in a home? Yes, they are avoidable. Now, developing and formulating and establishing strong spiritual foundation is also pertinent in this case. Some believe in the spirit world, in that believe in God, believe in angels, believe in the Holy Spirit, believe in spiritual assistance, believe in spiritual guidance, believe in the principle of forgiveness, believe in the law of justice, believe in the law of sowing and reaping. So when you have that set sorted out, that yes, offenses are inevitable. Jesus said it, say offenses are inevitable, temptations are inevitable, but how to manage those affairs is what is pertinent. So if you both of you have certain principles and philosophy you believe in together, that's part of what you look at when you look at compatibility. That's why that principle says, can two people work together except they have some levels of mutual agreement? There has to be mutual agreement before two of you can work effectively together. And now you are building a home, you want to build the home together. I want the home to be effectively happy, joyful, healthy. Then you need to work these things out. Please share your comments, share your opinions on, maybe you have some other suggestions, but these suggestions, or which one resonates with you? Which of these do you practice very well out of the five? That is empathy, effective communication, strong spiritual foundation, role playing, definition, and establishment. Do you consider that? So work out the ones that work effectively with you, and let's know in your comments. This is Nisinuga Reflections, a channel that is dedicated to the maintenance of your joy, happiness, and to help to achieve things that are germane to your positive mental health, growth and development, and peace in your home, in your relationship. And to if you plan to get married so that you can marry and marry well. You know, some people used to say, when we get to the river, we know how to cross it. But I've come to understand that if you know you're going across the river, you want to get to the other side of the river, then and you have ample able to find out what is the nature of this river, how wide, how deep is it. If one want to cross over, what are the material one need? Do you need a ferry? Are there ferry facilities and services available? Do you need boats? Do you use canoe? Or is it a stream that you can walk over easily? And so on like that. And if there be ferry services or boat services, what are the cost variations so that you know how to prepare very well. You don't say when you get to the river you know how to cross it. That's not the best. So now you don't go to marriage and say you want to do trial and error. You are not human guinea pig, for crying out loud. You are a human being and you have only one life. And there are some mistakes that are very extreme. There are some things you may go through that the pain may be difficult to erase. There may be some traumatic experiences which are avoidable if one are prepared well for it. So that's part of the philosophy and goal of this channel, to help you to prepare and prepare well to avoid the avoidables. Okay, thank you so much once again. Check my channel out and so that we can learn more about the things we share that are germane to the health and wellness of your joy, your peace. Your life is important. You have only one life, so you have to enjoy it and live it well. Thank you once again for reflecting with me. God bless you.